Hello, all you hardcores out there. How are you doing? Russ here from Porky's Corner. You know the rest. We're joined by Andy. How are you doing, Andy?
Good, thanks, Russ. How are you?
All right, Andy, can you just confirm to everybody that you are not from Aberdeen?
I am not. I am not from Aberdeen.
Bro,
My my
is
my,
it
my
perfect?
name is Aberdeen Andy. Not from Aberdeen.
How are you? You all right, kid?
Aye, no bad. Just been for a sauna and a swim, so
Yeah.
fully refreshed.
Everything good, Andy?
No bad. I had a long day today, but all good.
Good.
All good. How about you?
All right, yeah. I'm all right. I've had a bit of a break, as you know. But I'm all right.
Back in the saddle, eh?
Back in the saddle, yeah. Older and wiser, I think. I think the my fan club couldn't miss me. Do you know them who email me every day on the fake Porky account? Hey,
I keep getting people on my channel going, "Where's Porky? Where's Porky? Are you back on Porky soon?"
listen, mate. You know what? You starve them for a month. All of a sudden, they want to be your mate, don't they?
That's it.
I
Love you even more.
do apologise, but listen, sometimes we'll have things to do, and like I said, as you know, Porky's Corner isn't the main focal point of my life, is it? At the moment, there's more to life than boxing, isn't there? Really, I used to think boxing were the be and end all, but it isn't, is it? Do you know what I mean? It's a sport for the snipe. You know what I mean? You do your head in, can't it, after a bit?
Sometimes a break's better than just takes you away from things. You can put things in better perspective. Eh?
Yeah, you have to take your out at circle, don't you? And have a look at all the people that you've got around you, don't you? And,
Yeah.
you know, you have to cut people loose, don't you, Andy? Cut their legs off, kid.
Yeah. Sometimes it's good just to stand back and have a look at things. Eh?
Yeah, it is, mate. It is. And do you know what the best thing about it is? It's like I say, it's character building all this, isn't it? Anyway, you've been sending me videos for last month, obviously, since I lost my phone and my fucking laptop ended up on Button Moon. Well, that's another story. But I'm all right. So you sent me a video. I didn't watch them all. I'm only caught up today. I've seen that Gad one. You did one about the Gad, didn't you? Andy, isn't it harder than what you think trying to do solo videos on your own? You find it hard? You find it hard?
I was trying to get that bit in the middle with the bit with him that I'd filmed off the TV. And I thought I've got to get that in there, and the editing app that I use was kept messing. So there's a bit of a pause before this video comes on, but I thought I'll have to do that so I can get it done. But
Hey, mate, I couldn't understand a fucking word you just said there, you sweaty sock. You what? You what? I like talking to Bremner after he'd been at Tumbola in Village.
You've missed my mumbling, eh?
I've missed you mumbling, Andrew. I have missed it. Missed you sending me pictures of your V8 American cars that you're always working on. I like a good old V8. Only problem is fuel prices, I'm afraid, son. So I'm a diesel man.
Well done.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to White Rhino against the Romford Bull?
Yeah, do you think the White Rhino's finally got his act together? He looks like he looks more convincing than I've ever heard him.
My ex-partner says she sees him in gym, so he's training hard. So I see him every morning in gym. So that's good. He's going to the gym because it was hard to get him there when he was with Dennis. So that's good. Maybe Penny might drop because he's only in his early 30s, really 31, coming up 32. It's not end up world for him, is it? I think it probably done him good just to see that they're not everybody's your mate in boxing, are they? And if you want it, you've got to go put hours in, haven't you? You know.
He sounds really annoyed that people are writing him off. I think he's really.
Oh, they
it
should.
Sounds like he's got a bee in his bonnet.
Right, let's just break it down. Right, break it down. Who's he beat him? Johnny Bosch. Or what's his? I forgot his. What's his name? Johnny
Fisher.
Johnny Fisher, right? Johnny, what do we call him? Johnny Bosch for then? Oh, they say Bosch, don't they? Right, that Chinese food thing, right? Cringes though, it's died a death. The old man's killing himself, and he's gonna have a heart attack. Him, you know.
All right.
His heart attack waiting to happen. So forget all that. what is he, 12 an hour, something, 11 knocked out. Every person that he's beat, Johnny Bosch, right? Or what do I call him? His nickname? Because my memory's fucking going, mate. Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd, right? All these people that Elmer's beat, right? Would David Allen beat them? Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
Probably beat him better. Probably beat him Probably beat him quicker. Yeah.
Mm.
So David ain't got nothing to be frightened about, has he? Look who David's been in with. He's been in with Ortiz, Dylan White, David Price, sparred Joshua 500 rounds, probably done more with Tyson and Huey. Been out there to spar Usyk. So he's been round the houses, David, as they call it in boxing, hasn't he? Well, why would he be frightened of him? Big old stiff plank of wood, Johnny Fisher. Well, that's all he is, isn't he? Have you seen him in an interview? He's like a fucking programmed cyborg, isn't he? Ooh, he's got more splinters in his arse than Gary Lineker. He has, mate. Well, if you go on about it, say, oh, what do you think about Conor Benn? He's failed another dope test, Johnny. If you have just been looking at playing catch up here, but you go down other avenues when you're playing catch up, don't you? I was looking at some of his stuff and well, Conor Benn, oh, he's a good lad, Conor. He won't do not like that. No, nobody do it if you know him. I bet you've got Beefy Smith coming out saying, listen, Conor Benn's a cheating CUNT. And caught twice. Let me just replay that again. Not once, but two. He got caught twice. And we've got Johnny Bosch there, Elmer Fudd, on TalkSport saying what? Oh, he wouldn't do that. Known him years and all that. Nice lad. His dad's a superstar, and we go for breakfast together. You know, egg on toast with a tomato. We don't care about your breakfasts. Just say what you think about cheating in the sport. Because if you get flogged by David Allen and his juiced up tick gills, you'll be squealing like a bitch. All right.
That's it.
Right. Backache.
It's like they're scared to tell the truth, eh?
They're not going to rock the boat when he's managed by, well, as we Matchroom, isn't he? Sam Jones is his manager, but he's really lapdog for Spotty Frank, isn't he? It's Spotty Frank, right? Rings Elmer Fudd up and says, rings Elmer up, Team Elmer, and says, Elmer, you're going to fight Gordon Ramsay on DAZN for £1 million. Elmer will go, okay. Well, what's my manager say about it? They'll say, oh, we don't know yet. We're going to phone him in a minute, but that's who you're fighting. You see where I'm coming from? That's how it goes down. They don't mean shit. Mr. Dennis.
Sam Jones.
Listen to this one, right? I'm not going to say the guy's name because I don't like him now, but I used to like him. I said, Dennis, who am I ringing about this fighter here? Oh, ring so and so. I said, yeah, but on board on Circular, it says that he's not his manager. Dennis, just ring him. Just because he's not his manager. You see where I'm coming from? Because you got advisors, consultants, all these slinksters that slink into the sport. So, your Ambrose Mendes, your Sam Joneses, you know, them sort of people, all running around for crumbs. Well, that's what it is.
Sam Jones is effectively the T-Boy's T-Boy now, isn't he?
Oh, did you see his interview? He's just an alien on explaining what he thinks about John Fury. Sam, he pulls out of that. He has a pull out that in the morning, Sam. ECP. You get it at any chemist. I can't help myself, can I? Right. Oh, we've had a little bit of light-hearted entertainment. We've got Terry on tomorrow in a free-parter. We've got you on tonight in a free-parter. We're fully booked up. Now I've got me sent a new phone. I've chopped 130. Hang on. 114. I've chopped 114 people off me. There's 114 people less on my new phone than other ones. You know what? Feel fucking liberating, mate. And 42 people have got this number. 42 people's just manage it, just enough for me to manage on that. Because you know what? You know, if you don't have a phone for a month, you feel a lot better, you know. I'm telling you now, mate. I've done this 7 years, I know this channel now, 7 years. So I went on a bender.
7 year itch.
All them round here will say you lost 6 months. My mum, can you imagine my mum? You lost 6 months, Mouth. Yeah, 7 year, mother. So get gone. Hey, doubted me. I'll remember your mother at Christmas and I get you a box of milk tray.
You're going to get Kent to deliver them.
You do it, hazelnut will.
I said you're going to get Kent to deliver them in his black polo neck.
Kent. He texts me.
Milk tray man.
Kent text me. I'm just texting my no number. Here we see what
Good
Kent.
lad, Kent.
No, we like Kent, don't we? Kent, we'll get you back on. We'll get all the old club together. Let's see what Kent's saying. What are you saying, Kent?
The hardcore's hardcore.
Good to hear from you, Porky. Was worried. Oh, Kent. Oh. Nice kid, Kent.
Good lad.
We're going to go through. I've just made some bullet points, just a few ones, because I've been out at loop. I've been playing catch up, obviously, for a couple of days. I like O'Hara Davis, you know that, don't you? I think he just come and roll over like I said he would, didn't he? You know what I mean, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you feel O'Hara got a bit of a raw deal out of boxing? Because I don't think he was the same kid after they stitched him up at Matchroom, were they? You think?
Yeah, I think so. He's probably been hard done by, hasn't he? Is he retired now? I think he said he was retired.
Yeah, he's only had 29 fights. He's only in it. He's only a young kid, isn't he? He's not old, is he? He's been knocked about though, hasn't he, for the last couple of years, and you start getting knocked about, and that you start having like a 4-week break after a fight, then it becomes a 6-week, and then you go again 5 sessions a week, but then the 5 sessions become 3 sessions, don't they? And I think he's maybe been knocked out him a bit in the ring and out the ring. I think as well, not just in the ring. Outside, you got everybody trying to take your money off you and lift your leg, aren't you, when you're a boxer? We all know that, don't we?
No, nice, isn't it?
No, it ain't nice for him, and I dare say that whatever O'Hara's earned in his career, promoters have had a lot more out of the job.
Yeah, without a doubt, eh?
Yeah, I doubt, mate. That's how the cookie crumbles, isn't it? So we wish O'Hara Davis all the best, because you know what? He stood up to that matchroom shower and that Liverpool lot, didn't he? Do you remember him when he went up to the press room at Liverpool, fronted it out with his sunglasses on? Go on, O'Hara. You know, that Liverpool lot, they should be ashamed of him, because O'Hara weren't even born when Hillsborough happened, were he?
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be like you commenting on something about that Ibrox disaster, wouldn't it? Because it was before you were born, wasn't it? Do you see where I'm coming from? So Eddie really should have gone into bat for him, shouldn't he? And if O'Hara had been world champion and knocking people out, he'd have turned around to that Liverpool lot and said, "Here, one, I don't give a monkey's sling you up," wouldn't he? Do you see what I mean? If it had been Joshua, he would have done that, would he?
Nah.
Big
golden goose.
Are you still running, Andy? You still running? He's still running.
Nah, when I was on holiday, I hurt my back. So I started running before I went on holiday and I hurt my back. So I did a bit of running yet. Yesterday. That was the first time in ages. I did a wee bit, but I was just careful. Then I hurt my back again. So I was doing power walking instead.
Do you think it's easier in cold weather? I don't.
I like it in the cold weather.
Yeah, this morning I was like, "Oh, this is a bit better for me today. This than when it's a bit hot." You know what I mean?
Even a bit of light drizzle is pleasant, isn't it?
I don't mind having a shower, you see. You know what I mean? After I've had a run. But because you feel it, don't you? Wake up, don't you? Okay, right. Ask you about this fight now before we get through this mammoth what a boxing chat. You know Anthony Yarde, right?
Yeah.
Sunday, obviously they've rid the storm now, and they've just fought that. You wouldn't even fucking call it a fight like last one, would you? Yarde either fights people that I'd ice, or he's in with guys I wouldn't ice. Isn't he? He's never in grey areas, is he, Yarde, is he? Do you think he's going to fight Black? I don't really think that's going to happen, mate. I'm hearing a bit of chat behind the scenes about it, but what do you reckon?
It'd be good if it did happen there, but who would you favour?
I think Boat's would dismantle him. I think he dismantles him very easily. Lyndon Arthur dismantled him, didn't he? Gave him massive problems, didn't he, in that first fight? So what's
Did well in the second fight, though.
He did well in the second
fight. Came back and
laid his hands good, didn't he? And I think Lyndon was struggling at weight in that second one.
Yeah.
But, you know, he signed a thing an hour before he got in the ring to say I'm all right. And he'd done all his check weights, but word is he was struggling. But
Yeah.
I give Yarde that. He come back and avenged it. They should have a third one, shouldn't they, if Yarde gets beat against Fawatsa? But I'm not so sure that fight happens, me. I think Tunde will know with the pedigrees of them both. Because Fawatsa doesn't really lose that many rounds, does he, really?
Yeah. It's quite effective, isn't it?
But when he wins his rounds, he don't win them convincingly. He just does enough, then he sort of backs off, doesn't he? Do you know what I mean? Kind of. We never really see him in full flow, do we? You think?
No. He's always holding back, isn't he? A wee bit. I think.
Yeah,
Keep something in the reserve.
he is. Eddie Hills, obviously, 5 weeks ago, right before my birthday. That's when I stopped doing videos for a bit, innit? But Eddie Hills, he seems to be having beef with everybody at the moment, doesn't he? But who has he got in his stable that's any good now? Who? They've just had another for Katie Taylor, and I mean a fucking gift. How many she had now? Gifts there? That's 3 or 4, isn't it? That now. Yeah. Can't keep giving her a gift. They keep digging her up. You know what I mean? She looks battered to a pulp, doesn't she? You don't want her on your arm on a Saturday night, would you? even before fight, she looks knocked about, doesn't she? Old flat nose. I'm not keen on her, mate. She's had enough. She's had enough hometown cooking now, hasn't she? Or matchroom decisions now to last a lifetime. I think everybody's become bored of her now. She's only got to get it to 12 rounds to get the nod, hasn't she? How is that, right? A level playing field for anybody, because you know you're going to get paid when you fight her, but you know if you don't knock her out, you're not coming away with anything. You've got to knock her out to get a fucking draw, mate. You know,
and you're going to get headbutted, eh?
Well, she comes in with that head, doesn't she? Steaming, and she nobody gets any protection because she's own fighter.
Yeah.
You saw the Chantel Cameron fight, didn't she? In both fights. And I can assure you that girl that's just fought her trainer and Chantel Cameron's trainer, obviously Jamie Moore, they would have pointed it out to these referees before the fight, but nobody's listening anyway, are they? But who gives a flying about women's boxing anyway? Oh, where is it heading, Andy? Where is it heading, women's boxing at the moment? It's who?
Yeah, she's coming in like a rhino, eh? And it's, like you say, it's a shallow pool of talent, isn't it? Women's boxing, unfortunately. Yeah. But I noticed the guy on about that cut. That fight should have been stopped because of that cut, because he's never seen such a bad cut.
Who's cut? Who's cut?
Serrano's cut. So I put a comment on the Boxing King media. The video. I put a comment on the video as well. Ask the guy
about Tyson Fury's Otto Walling cut. I knew you would.
Exactly.
And what did he say about that? I bet he never said nix, did you, Gad?
Not reply as yet.
Yeah, exactly. Hey? Otto Walling and Tyson's cut wasn't that bad, and he was winning the fight anyway. On I1, it should have gone to the scorecards as a technical decision, shouldn't it? To the scorecards. And he went down then, wasn't he, in the fight? So
he went down, huh?
Yeah, when it suits. It's a when it suits job, isn't it? That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Depends who they're talking about, eh?
Huh?
Depends who they're talking about, eh?
Exactly. Bricktop's been giving Conor Benn some stick, hasn't he, lately? I've noticed on social media. I see where he's coming from. It's on the Seconds Out video. Should the YouTubers really be letting Conor Benn off like this? Come on.
No.
Andy, we're getting on for 2 years, 7 months, right? 2 years, 7 months since it happened. No, it's 2 years, 7 since he fought in England, isn't it? It was July. We're getting up for 2.5 years, aren't we? Getting on for 2.5 years now. Why is he not give us an explanation? Right. 2.5 years is what? 90 nearly, it's getting on for what? 1,000 days, right? It's getting on for 1,000 days. That's what we're getting on for. Where's your explanation, Conor Benn? You not give us one, have you? Oh, they've given us 7. What we've got here? It's a game of kiss and tell. They're telling you everything. They're showing us nothing. They're telling us everything. All them interviews, they tried to flood it, didn't they, with all the little many men with the cameras. Told us everything. But they've shown us no, Andy. What have they fucking shown us? We're getting on for free stretch.
And waters are still muddy, eh? Can't see. Still can't see it. Muddy water.
Only person that can drain this is the Donald.
Big Trump. You were saying about Eddie Hills falling out with everybody.
Oh, the 6-0 Iceman from Billy Ricky. Oh, by way of load of shit. Yeah, go on. What about the Iceman?
Do you think that's the Bricktop influence on him?
Look, Eddie's behind the
door
now, winning with Bricktop. Bricktop's the front man now, isn't he? Like, he's the Mick Jagger. He's just Bill. He's just Keith Richards, isn't he? On guitar, isn't he? Eddie's just in background, isn't he? He's no vocals, has he? Bricktop, Mick Jagger, isn't he? Eddie's just fucking roadie, isn't he now?
He's packing the fucking amps.
You know, best thing about it is, best thing about it is when they're asking him these questions, Eddie's coming out with, yeah, I'm just a small timer now. I'm just happy to be riding on Frank's coattails. But do you know what? Because what it is, it's called reverse psychology. He's diffusing the situation. That's what he's doing. Because he's telling the truth. Eddie, you know it's killing you. Eddie, it's killing you that Bricktop's top. Listen, I swear to God, right? I've been in situations and I've heard Eddie talk. Right? I've heard him talk about Bricktop and company. And I look now, and I think, wow. I see a few other people around Bricktop as well. You, Spencer Brown, Tyson Fury. But Bricktop don't like any of them. He don't like nobody, does he really? But I know what was said and what's gone on. And then I see them all swapping spit in the showers. That's what I see. That's what, and do you know what? I'm the sort of sicko that gets off on that, and I'm like, look at them. Look at them, eh? And I think
it's like
out. You are.
It's like Bricktop. He's got them all in this great big swimming pool, and he's the only one that can swim, and he's dragging them all into the deep end, isn't he?
Yeah. Bricktop's drowning them all. The deep end and leaving them, taking them out to sea.
Yeah, we bought Eddie a pair of concrete Doc Martens for his Christmas.
Eddie's head's in bits. That much is coming out every day. And he don't know what to say. All he can talk about is Joshua. All we've got is that now up Eddie every day, haven't we? Have you noticed? I'm playing catch up here. It's food and drink to me, and it can spot it a mile off. Anthony Joshua's next fight's probably going to be his last. That was Thursday. Then Friday, you can see he's got 4 fights in him. Saturday, what he said Saturday, he's an athlete and he'll probably fight till he's 40. He's got nobody else to fucking talk about, has he? Well, who's he got to talk about? He ain't got nobody. Who's he got? What are they going to do next? Dig Tony Bellew up? Hey? They're going to dig him up. What's he going to do? He couldn't have known when he were here. He never took a belt off a champion anyway, did he? What are they going to dig him up for? What's he going to do? Is he going to come back and beat a champ? No. Come back with money. It's a game. It's called prize fighting. So when you win, you'll get a prize, don't you? You can't take your family on holiday with an IBO belt, can you?
He's got some Jake Paul money, isn't he? He's got some of Jake Paul's money.
Well, that's what they want. That's why we've got them all hanging out the back of these people, showing their true colours, wheeling certain individuals out on certain channels to say that Jake Paul has 200 million eyes on him. So if 1% of that, 2 million, deflect and watch boxing and surrounding sports around boxing, it's good for boxing. But that's not true, though. That ain't true. Because we had all this when Jake Paul burst on scene 5 years ago, didn't we? So where are the extra fans for these arenas that we were promised? Oh, boxing's booming. We got this Jake Paul, this KSI and all that. And what it's going to do, it's going to grow boxing. And all these small old shows, they're all going to be chock-a-block. And boxing's going to be booming. Their words, their fucking words. Bean, Eddie Hills, Bricktop the lot. Whoa, where's these small old shows that are chocker? Why is Dennis skiing tickets away? Is he? Josh Whale. Steffi Bull, Ryan, all them people. Come to our shows here free. Why is that? Where are these extra fans? They don't exist. They're not bothered once they've had it off with money. Spencer Oliver, jug ears. You, jug ears. Go. What did he say? He were in on it, wasn't it? He was involved with the first ever one in this country, wasn't it? Am I right? Spencer Oliver was the lead guy, wasn't it? Eh?
Him and the guy from EastEnders, Jake.
They filled the boots, didn't they? Them, yeah, and went bragging about it, and still talk about it now. But did they do boxing a service or a disservice? How can we have Spencer Oliver on TalkSport going on about how he brought it all into sport and it's killing everything off? You think that's good, do you, Spencer Oliver? Jug ears, do you think that's good? You're filling your boot. You filled your boots, didn't you? Who went around network, went around alt network, Sky, everybody. They all wanted, you get a platform. We all filled the boots, didn't they? But now look, horses bolted now, hasn't it? When you've got Mike Tyson pushing 59, fighting somebody who's 27. What is that?
Horrendous, eh?
What is that? And it's okay. We're going to give Mike a license for it because it's Mike. Whoa. What on
him and the guy.
That?
Him and the guard want to hang their heads in shame for the way they were selling the fight.
They won't give Rio Ferdinand a license at 39, would they? An athlete? They won't give him one, would they, at 39? Listen, mate. Back up further than that, we had Bricktop with Freddie Flintoff, didn't we? And McGuigan's training Bricktop. And they give him a fortune to go on ITV with a documentary, didn't they? So don't forget your little role in this, old Dinted. Well, I mean, this is where we're at in it at the moment in the sport. But we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that in a bit. Go on, Andy, what you were saying.
Here's a wee scenario for you. Say Tony Bellew gets the Jake Paul fight and Jake Paul beats him. Do you think Tony Bellew would finally disappear like he promised to?
Well, look, they're not going to disappear when the bank. Jake Paul, we took about 55 million quid for himself, hasn't he? Out of that. If he's got 55, he give Mike 20, there's 75 there, isn't there? That's not bad, is it? Mega money.
Mega money.
And then you've got everybody else wanting to fight Jake Paul now, haven't you? Oliver McCall. They all want to fight him, don't they? Now, who else is calling out Jake Paul?
And it's who's licensing these people?
The Cobra wants to fight him. The Cobra wants to fight him for free and put it on charity and get it to charity, doesn't he? He don't want to fight the Cobra. He wants to fight old men, doesn't he? It's not good, you know, this for sport. 60 million people watching that. Well, that's good. Oh, it's a boxing match. It's a professional boxing match, but it was a shambles, wasn't it? So if 60 million watching that, where are these fuckers for watching normal shows? They're not there, are they? They're not there. It's events. We're in the event business now. We're not in the boxing business. Boxing's a sport, don't forget. It is a business, Andy, but it's now events. And
promote. You don't play
well, let me tell you this, right? I've just been looking at Dennis's Christmas bonanza that he's putting on.
Pantomime.
They're struggling, aren't they? They're all listen. I'd be at Dennis's in June. They sat there, pissed up in his house, Jersey, Sheffield, or whatever, and he'll go, "You know what? In December, I'm going to put a Christmas bonanza out." I'd go, "Oh, you're going to put on it then?" You know, winding him off at Clark, and he'd go, "Could get Fuki on." Could get Fuki. Could get Dave Allen. Be like that, you know, throwing names about that, all that names, and that'd be it. That'd be Dennis's Christmas bonanza. But then they let Dennis on TalkSport a few weeks ago, and what did he go and say? He said Spencer Oliver and Roy Jones should be training Anthony Joshua. Dennis, listen, stick to scrap metal. Stick to scrap metal, Dennis. All right, I told you that when I first met you after 1 week. So you don't know what you're doing. I did.
Forget about bubbling bonanzas.
Fighters are not even up for a run in the morning. What? How are they fighting? How are they getting licensed? They're not even up for a run. Only Tommy Franco used to do a run. Okay, right. So Crusher Ben is gonna get it. I'll come to Crusher in a minute. Got a bit of news on that. Crusher Ben, Bricktop gave him a bit of stick, but nobody else is, are they? And then we come to Benjamin Shalom, aka Adrian Mole. Why are they all talking about Adrian Mole's Sky deal and if it should be renewed? Frank Smith, Frank Warren, Eddie Hearn, all sticking it to little Adrian Mole about his Sky deal. Do you know why? Because they want that deal for themselves. Why are they going on about a man's job? Why are they saying, oh, he'll not get his no deal or he's not going to get it and all that? Look, yeah, he looks like he ain't getting it. What the fuck has it got to do with them? What is it? What every time they put a shitter on, does he get on phone to DAZN, Adrian Mole? No, because he'd be scared to death, wouldn't he? Bricktop, what have you done for the fans lately? Bricktop. Eh? Apart from Runt Show. They are running.
Maybe they feel threatened by him.
It needs to be a running show now, aren't they? Let's have it right. They are, aren't they?
Maybe they feel threatened by his youth.
No, they don't feel threatened by youth. They just want Sky back on board because they know it's a behemoth, isn't it? Sky's the one, not DAZN, not these other nonsense deals that they're dealing with. TNT and BT and all this ABC, KFC, whatever. Forget all that. Sky's the place to be, isn't it? But they probably got. He's wet behind ears to be running show there, isn't he? So if he's not going to get a no deal, they've obviously not promoted Horsecock, have they? Well, they haven't, have they? Well, if Horsecock were given the job that Ben Shalom's got, and he could probably do it because he's been around boxing all his life, they'd have given him it by now, wouldn't they? So it can only mean that they're going to get one of them two, doesn't it? Bricktop or Hills. That's what I think. Because who else would you say is going to get it? Dennis ain't going to get it. He ain't got a big enough stable. And they don't want people like Dennis and your Mick Ennis's having stuff like that because they slip back into their old ways, don't they? You know, they'll throw you a good show to start with, then after that it'll be lip service, won't it? You know what I mean? It'll be coulda, woulda, shoulda. Could have done this, could have done that, should have done this, should have done that. We'll get it on next one. We'll make it up to you on next one. It'll be just, you know what I mean, kind of thing. It's like when you wear a promoter and he pays you for a fight on a Monday. If he deals at an end, what he does, the promoter, is say, right then, sign no deal then. I've got your money here. So you sign that new deal, then he gives you money for that last one. So they're always fighting in front. That's just how it works.
Empty promises, huh?
It's not called the Sport of Kings. It's not called the Sport of Kings.
No.
Sport of King Dogs, isn't it? It's the Wild Wild West, isn't it? Sport of Kings is horse racing, and that's even worse behind the scenes. Trust me. What have I got left? Let's have a look. Show. 6 minutes. Amzad Shearers. Bricktop's making a bit of noise about him. You know, for me, I think he's just another Tommy Langford, me. Remember Tommy Langford, who they had? He were WBO #1 ranked and all that one. He were going to do this, he were going to do that. He were Bricktop's middle weight and all that. He got flogged in it in the end. He's another Tommy Langford, Shiraz. They'll have to buy him a title and protect him because if he gets him anybody any good, he'll get folded in half. Who is it knocked him about all over the place, didn't he? Bradley Skeet, didn't he?
Bradley Skeet. I think he's grown since then, though.
Yeah, but against who has he beat, though? Who has he beat? Tyler fucking Denny. Come on. He was spent. He was just there to make the numbers up, wasn't he? People keep going on about the Tyler Denny. Is that it? Is that what? So we're talking about this world-class guy and his best wins, Tyler Denny. I'm not having it, Andy. I don't buy into that nonsense. No, it's not.
No, he does need to prove himself, but I think he's got potential. I'd like to see him in with Eubank just to see where he's at.
He's not a
measure. I think he'd be.
Eubank's another one. He's not going to take any risks unless he's gaining millions.
He's probably a bit done anyway, and he's coming to the end, isn't he?
What about Solomon Dakras against David Adelaide for English? What do you think to that, Andy?
That'd be a decent fight. Yeah.
I like David Adelaide. He's all right. I like him. I think it's a good fight, and it's a 50-50, that fight.
Yeah, it's a good matchup, eh?
Yeah, very good matchup. That I like that one. So well done to them that put that together. We'll speak about Mike Tyson, Jake Paul in a bit, and the Gad. Eddie's promising Callum Smith a big fight. Been promising him years. He couldn't even get him a world title, could he? Callum got him in end, didn't he? In that tournament, didn't it? Eddie and Callum Smith's just not a match made in heaven. You've got a giant mute, and then you've got Eddie, a giant motor mouth, haven't you? It's like chalk and cheese, isn't it?
A giant gob.
What?
A giant gob shite.
The 6-0 Iceman from Billy Ricky. Oh, bye.
He,
Way up.
he can talk all day.
But we've got no footage whatsoever of these fights happening in the late 90s of Eddie Hills. And his dad's had a production company since early 80s. So I'm sure there'll be an old VHS recorder knocking about, won't there? It's a bit like Joe
Remember,
Egan, isn't it? Running around saying, yeah, Carl Froch knows that I've spied Mike Tyson. Why? Because you told him. Put the footage out, fat man. Message to Joe Egan. Put the fucking footage out of you and I and Mike sparring, and I'll leave you alone. Other than that, stop telling whoppers because people in the sport are laughing at you. I know professional fighters who won belts and they've had to sit next to that Joe Egan at these evening whibs jobs. You know, when he gets up on stage and tells a 3-minute story about Mike Tyson. Oh, he didn't wear socks when he sparred and all that. You know, all that nonsense, all that rubbish. And Mike took his time putting his hand wraps on. Oh, and he'll go on for 5 minutes telling you about how he did each, boring. Joe Egan. In fact, all my followers on here, get on your social medias, tag Joe Egan in, tag Mike Tyson in, tag everybody in boxing in, and let's see this fucking footage. Because I know it ain't there. I know it in there. No professional fighters who tell me it never happened. And these are world champions. World champions. But once you tell a lie, Andrew, you got to tell another, or you got to shut it down, haven't you? Or use your brains and go no comment.
That's it. Is he going to square up to Big John Fury?
Big John Fury. We'll come to him in a minute as well. Big John Fury, big fighting man in the ring
He's
on
back.
the road. Didn't have nothing to say to Darren Till, did he? He was shitting his pants, wasn't he? Him and Tommy Fumbles. Did you see him? He was shitting brick. Where was Tyson? He didn't want to turn up, did he?
Turn up.
It's a true story about Tyson wanting to do MMA and sparring Darren Till. That's a true story.
Seen the footage.
Well, there's other footage that you haven't seen of it because it weren't all filmed. And Darren Till knocked him about. Wrapped him up like a little baby. He did. It's true.
That's what he said as well, isn't he?
Well, it's a different discipline, isn't it? It's a different.
Totally different.
Big John knows about that. They never said a word. They knew about it. They were silent. But in a boxing match, I make Tommy favourite. I think Tommy probably because the other kid's not a boxer, even though he can fight down until he's got a good punch. He's not a boxer, so everything's alien to him. When he's getting into certain positions, he'll be wanting to kick, won't he? But his feet, he'll be all over the place. He will, on because he won't know what to do. Well, he'll get paid on.
They might do that.
They might end up kicking him. No, they're just saying that for that. Look, they're probably even mates behind the scenes. They've had to make the fight. You know what I mean? We know how it goes.
Money.
Down. We know how it goes down. Do you want to go on to part? I better get this in before we go on to part 2. The Zoom competition starts from this video and it runs right way through to end of December. All right, because I had things to do this month. So okay, so all you people who want to win that £100, get your sends on here. Peter DeFreitas, can you send me your number as well? Have you got Peter's number? Did I give you Peter's number?
I don't have it, no.
Oh, if Peter, send me your number to porkycorner@mail.com, yeah? And if there's a couple of others I will come on commission who didn't send
I've got Jerry's number.
Pardon?
I've got Jerry's number.
Yeah, I've got Jerry's. He's been in touch with me. So I've got Kent. So we're all right. We're nearly back up to full strength. Go on, then. I'll see you on part 2, kid. Pop, pop, bang. Don't forget our sister channel, Porky's International. I'll be back on that this week. Porky's.
I'll catch you in 5. Give me 5
minutes. Right, Andy, see you in a bit.
Good man.
Good man. Right. I'll see you on part 2.